Hey, what's up guys, and today we are going to do the cable connections with the motherboard as well as among each other. There are some series connections that has to be done and some connections with the motherboard. So we have divided the cables into three groups. The first is the cables from the power, then the group of cables for the input and output from the case, and the cables for the cooler. So in today's video, the first part is we are only targeting the connection between the cooler and the motherboard. Okay, starting with the header. The header, I have already done the connection, but it can be very confusing, so I will undo the connections first and we'll show one by one. Okay. Yeah, so the header of the cooler has one male and one female part, and these two is needed to be connected with the motherboard. So these two cables are for the RGB because this part will glow. So the female part will go into the Taichi with this ADDR LED2. It will go and get connected here. So I will do the connection here. Then we have the wire, the radiator wire, and the radiator pin has three points here. And for the radiator we have the CPU fan in the motherboard, and it will get connected here. Yeah, we have to be very careful with this. Okay, then we have, this is the most difficult part. We already connected the female of the header to the motherboard. Now we have the male part. Here it becomes a little bit tricky. In the cooler box we have a 3-fan connector. So what I did is all the okay, let me open it. Yeah, all the 4-pin points of the fan has to be connected with this connector. As you can see, yeah, there are this cable will be given with the cooler. So all the 3-point connectors of the fan will be directed to one header like this, and this will go to the CHA fan 5 or water pump point in the motherboard. There are 5 to 6 headers like this, and this one will go here because of the I don't want to connect anywhere else, so that's why I'm putting it here. Yeah, so the fan part is connected. Now the RGB part of the cooler fans, there are 3 fans. So yeah, here it becomes tricky, but I will try to explain. The male part of the header will go into the female part of the first fan like this. We are making a series connection, not a parallel connection. Then the male part of the first fan will go into the female part of the second fan like this. Okay, then the male part of the second fan will go into the female part of the third fan. Yeah, and the male part of the third fan will be left hanging. So this is how we did the series connection of the fans, and with this we have connected the RGB as well as the fan, the header, and the thermal radiator connection to the motherboard. So in the second part we are targeting the PC wires, and there are 4 types of wires for PC. First is the USB wire, USB 3 wire. In the motherboard we have here the slot for the USB 3, so we have already inserted the plug inside it. Then for another wire is for audio. In the Taichi series, the audio, here is the HD audio slot, or the pins, or the location where we will inserting the cable here. Then the most important ones are these small wires, where we have the power LED, power reset button, and HD LED. And this is the location where we will be putting the panel. Here is the location where we will be putting the panel plugs here. And in the first slot, the PLED plus, this one, we have PLED minus and PLED plus. So the first one, the PLED plus, will go in the first one, in the first slot. Okay, then the PLED minus will be at its side. It's a little bit difficult because of lack of space. We have this one here. Then we have at its side, or the HDD LED, it's below it. The HD. Then we have the reset wire, and the reset wire will be going below it. Okay, so we have fixed here in the panel slot, we have fixed the PLED wires here. This will be the first one, will be the positive one, and the second one will be the negative. And here is the HD LED part, and here the first one is the positive and second one is the negative slot. This one is the power button point, and this one is the last one. This one is the reset button point. Okay, now we are only left with the 2 fan wires, and here I have fan 1 and fan 2 slots. So but these are 3-pin slots. I'm a little bit afraid whether I have to put there or not, but I think it will be okay. So we are done with the PC panel wiring. So the third part was connecting the power cables with the motherboard. I can understand the cable management is not that good, but we need only 2 wires here. First one is the 24 pin, the main wire, and the main wire is connected here in the ASRock Taichi motherboard, we have beside the RGB we have a 24 pin slot, and there it will be inserted. Then also we have the CPU wire, and the CPU wire generally in the ASRock it's on the top, so we have two slots here. So I'm using the first slot for the CPU. We don't need a power cable for the 3D GTX 1650 because yeah, it's not that powerful. So it's a 4 GB graphics card, so we don't need a power plug for this. If it would have been needed, then there would have been a adapter here, somewhere here, so that we can fit the power source here. We are using an external hard drive, so we don't need the SATA cards also. So that's why these, yeah, we are not using these slots. We are not using the SATA slots here. Apart from that, I hope the whole CPU is ready, and we are about to power it. So I hope everything goes well. Let's see how it goes.
Yeah, so the build up is done. It's ready. Now we're going to power it up and see how it runs. We're going to post video about that, and we're going to show you the working of the CPU out there. So if you like this video, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. And see you
And we are
guys
also
soon.
going to install the BIOS, that is operating system. So stay tuned.
Stay tuned, guys.